Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Hello. JJ Carve in the building already with the yen. Man, you in Japan, bro? God damn. What's good, man? Come on through. Can I get a mic check? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. Cuatro, cinco, seis. What's happening, everybody? Happy Friday Eve, you beautiful people. You making it through another week. What's happening? E-Dub. Can you hear? Can you hear? I can't. It was the mute button, guys. Come on. Come on. Get on a train. That's who we got here, man. Quee, what's happening? The most beautiful. How you doing, sis? What's good with you? Music man in the building. The incomparable. Agbang Agwang. Take heed to the message. If y'all don't know, now you know. Make sure you subscribe to Quee and take heed to the message. If you are not, I got a problem with you. Oh, Red. Good to see you, my good brother. Gaia, hello, my sister. Jolie, hey, Red. How you doing, baby? Marcus Evans in the building, always coming through. 88 Sports Talk. Nice. How are you, sis? E-Dub, what's good? The jet is taking off. That is G5 Gabe. When you see that TWT, that's where you should be. Make sure y'all subscribe to G5_Gabe. BJ Tight checking in. If you need that No Muzzle Gang gear, hit her up on Instagram. She will take care of you. Custom orders, great quality, fast shipping, great prices. Shop with your own. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Right? Who else we got? Sam Shaw coming through. The beautiful Sherelle. How you doing, Sherelle? You got stalkers. Sherelle, it's me. You know I'm going to keep it thorough with you. You got stalkers. Keep your head on a swivel. Keep your head on a swivel, sis. They loving you out here. Frieza, thanks for coming through. I appreciate you, bro. Who else we got? Tap, what's good, bro? What's happening? Okay, man. Shout out to y'all for coming through. Y'all know what it is. I appreciate y'all. You know, I can pull this stuff off. You know what I'm saying? From time to time when I have to, right? I see you, Kids Yardy, Nation Gaming, Wagwan. Everything's everything, my boy. Everything's everything. I sure do appreciate y'all coming through. This gonna be a slow one, y'all. So I need y'all to bear with me, right? I need y'all to sit back. It's that time. You at home, right? Get you something to drink or something to eat on, right? And we gonna walk together. This is open panel, so I will be posting the link because I really want to talk about this. I hope y'all want to talk about this again. I give y'all the disclaimer: we are grown adults here. When we come up on this panel, you let people finish. Rod, I see you, man. My bad, bro. Right? We are grown adults. When you come up here to this panel, all that over talking and dick measuring and titty popping, that shit don't go over here. We have conversations. You make your point. If someone wants to reboot that point, by all means. If you don't say shit, right? But all this ignorant shit, that shit got to stop. We're not doing that over here no more. We're not doing it here. We're not doing it anywhere, right? We're going to have a conversation. We're going to be honest. We're going to keep it thorough as adults. Now, y'all here, y'all see the title. 21 people here, probably between 21 and 23 people here, right? Y'all see the title, the gun bars, the gun title. It's time to apologize to Black women. Like the video, share the video. We done made it to 3,000 subs, right? 3020. Not that I'm counting. So if this is something you believe that would be helpful to somebody else, please share the video. Like the video or dislike the video, whichever you prefer. Blaze McCroy in the building. I see you, God. Peace, peace. All right. Now, y'all know me. I'm a bit of a misnomer in this place, in these spaces we talk about, right? I'm a bit of a misnomer. E-Dub, chill out. Chill out. I got you. Right? I'm a bit of a misnomer, right? A little bit of a weirdo. I accept that. Right? And everybody, it's cool, bro. Right? Everybody think it's a battle of the sexes, right? A war of attrition between the sexes. I don't think so. I think a war is something that has to be won when nobody wins in this thing, right? There's a space, right? There's a very intricate space that's available for certain Black women in this demographic that people want to call the manosphere or Black YouTube, right? And while as a man, right? While as a man, I'm trying to focus on not saying right as much. I see people say that all the time. I know I say it all the time, so I'm trying to correct that. So y'all bear with me. In these spaces, there's a place for certain messages that apply to certain Black women. Again, there's this thing. Hey, Tim and Miranda, how you doing? Right? There's this things going on, right? There's this thing going on where people don't want to ride the fence or be neutral on a lot of subjects. I don't believe in being neutral on a lot of things either, right? I believe that if you believe something, stand on it and you let the chips fall where they may. We have to be realistic about what goes on and what went on. All right? We have to be honest about what really happened. Now, I understand that it's hard for people to relate outside of their perspective. And what I'm starting to see, right? What I'm starting to see moving around out in life, dealing with people that I know here personally, that I met online, and shout out to y'all. I met some great people online. Shout out to y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. A lot of this stuff we see and that we harp on, it's not really happening the way we think it is outside. It's not. I think the messages that we get that we as men get from the women in these spaces are the exact women that we complain about that you shouldn't deal with. But the one thing I want to apologize to my Black women for is this. This is it. This is it. This is the apology I believe that you guys deserve. When I address these issues, I address you guys as a monolith, and that's not fair. Now, we could talk about probabilities and what's the hope and case, right, of you not running into this type of person, but that doesn't apply to the person it doesn't apply to. And I want to apologize to the Black women that it doesn't apply to. We use this phrase. We use the phrase, well, if it doesn't apply, well, let it fly. Why can't we as men and women just use use the talking point, the sticking point, and apply it to the people who is applied to. Isn't it a lot easier for us as men just to say, hey, to them hoes over there? Great Pill, what's good? Okay. But, and however, it's still something that has to be addressed. It's still something that has to be addressed. And while I owe you guys an apology, Black women, you guys owe your men an apology as well. Let me explain. It's 29 people in this room right now, a lot of women and a lot of men. Now, Marcus, you my guy. Marcus, I need your input on this. The other day when I was reading, when I was doing something constructive, how many people was in this room, Marcus? I'm waiting for him to answer. I'm patient. Not that many, sadly. 5 people. This when I hear Be Original, how you doing? Yardy, I got y'all. I got you. I got y'all. Just chill out. Just chill out. I'm telling y'all, sit back. Sit back. Sit back and relax. Everybody. I'm not attacking nobody today. I'm exposing. I'm not attacking anybody. I'm about to expose truth. TBE, what's happening, man? I am about to expose truths. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody or hurt nobody. I'm about to expose truths. I'm about to show y'all verbatim what I'm talking about. This is not science class, guys. Okay? I give everybody that want to come up a chance. If you ever wanted to be on a panel and you didn't want to get judged, come on up. You wanted to get something off your chest about this situation, come on up. We're going to talk about it. Okay? So, before I even get to what I'm about to point out, I want to tell my sister sincerely, if I ever said something and you felt like it was directed to you, and you believe, I ain't gonna even say believe, you know in your life it doesn't apply, and that I offended you in any way, I apologize as a man. From this day forward, I am going to try my best. I got you, Great Pill. Give me a second, right? I am going to make a concerted effort to make sure I point the conversation and I point who I'm talking to whom I'm directing it to. Hey, Tay Tay, how you doing, Juicy Fruit? Sis, right? When teaching moments come in on my channel, I have 3 in the chat. Shell Shock, what's happening? I see you. Peace to y'all, man. Peace to the gods and goddesses. But isn't it weird how whenever you see something, and this is across this entire entertainment spectrum of YouTube, when you see a title addressed to either the apologies or the victimizations of the women, everybody show up in mass? Y'all, hey, fellas, y'all know how, fellas, listen to what I'm saying. Y'all know how when we be on a panel and y'all be in a chat like, yo, just chill, give it a second. That's where we at right now for everybody. Real bravado, I appreciate you. Say, here's some drive-by support. I appreciate you. What I'm about to do for y'all is what somebody should have did for y'all when y'all was coming up in the gang when you was a shit brick house. Shout out to my sis. Take heed to the message. There's what, and like I listen to what I'm saying. I sincerely apologize. I don't say things I don't mean. Okay? While us as men need to apologize for, not just apologize, but make the corrections, right? For our women to be able to forgive, love, and trust us as men. Ladies, there's some corrections you guys need to make. The correction that needs to be made is that you as women, whenever you guys see something that will benefit your ego, you guys hop on it and support it wholeheartedly. But the men who are really for you, you guys throw them to the back and in the lake. I am seeing this in real life, real time, not just real time, but on YouTube as well. Whereas the men who will support you and take you from here to the sun, you guys disregard them. When you guys actually have the man who will fight off the armies to make you safe, y'all tell those guys they're not a good man. What makes a good man? Why are you not this way? You go to any one of these popular channels. Y'all was there last night. If you're down with This Might Be Risky, right? If you're down with Fatty, if you're down with Lapeef, you down with any one of these channels that talk about Black relationships. You see the so-called women who say they have standards, that say they want to live a certain quality of life, right? That say they want the man that we're showing you on a day-to-day basis that we are. Y'all disregard them as trash. But these men that pander to you, these men that tell y'all everything y'all want to hear, the men that tell y'all the shit that you guys know are a lie, you guys will jump on their dick faster than you can say hello. Theo, what's good? And what I'm saying is this. Just like in relationships in real life, ladies, the only reason a bad man exists, the only reason a bad man is able to get next to you is that you guys allow him a space to do so. As women.
Space to, there's an open marketplace. And the marketplace is broken Black women. That is the marketplace. And if they can keep giving you content that's going to speak to your brokenness, you'll never need to get healed. And if you get healed, you don't need them anymore.
Why do you? Wait, 1 second, sir. Back up. Did you say there's the marketplace is broken Black women?
That's what he said. Them, yes.
Okay.
I'm not saying the marketplace. I'm not saying all women are broken. I'm saying the marketplace.
I feel like
that's
we
what
I feel like it should include, it should be broken people, because there's a marketplace for broken men and broken women.
Right.
And basically these are people that require therapy. The vast majority of us require some level of therapy, and a lot of us lead with our trauma. We speak from our trauma. Right. You know what I'm saying? We project our trauma.
But that's not who these guys.
Oh, they're hoping for that.
It speaks to something.
That's not true.
All he does is sit in the room. Hey, he the DeVry man. Hey, that man, you let him do that to you? He don't like you. He hates you. And then now you sit here and be like, you know what? He do hate me. You created a space to, there's an open marketplace. And the marketplace is broken Black women. That is the marketplace. And if they can keep giving you content that's going to speak to your brokenness, you'll never need to get healed. And if you get healed, you don't need them anymore.
Why do you? Wait, 1 second, sir. Back up. Did you say the marketplace is broken black women.
That's what he
for
said.
them, yes.
Okay.
I'm not saying the marketplace. I'm not saying all women are broken. I'm saying the marketplace.
I feel like
That's
we
what
should,
they're-
I feel like it should include, it should be broken people, because there's a marketplace for broken men and broken women.
Right.
And basically these are people that require therapy. The vast majority of us require some level of therapy, and a lot of us lead with our trauma. We speak from our trauma.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We project our trauma.
But that's not who these guys.
Oh, they're hoping for that.
It speaks to something.
That's not true.
All he does is sit in the room. Hey, he the DeVry man. Hey, that man, you let him do that to you, he don't like you, he hates you. And then now you sit here and be like, you know what? He do hate me.
The link is in the chat. Let's talk about it. Why the link is in the chat. Let's talk about it. My question today, let me type it because I should have typed it, but I didn't type it. Our question today: do our women believe a man who doesn't require her to make corrections? Does he have her best interest at heart? Does he have their relationship at heart? Do you think that you as a woman, my sisters, what do you think of a man that you're in a relationship with that you can do anything you want? Even when you're wrong. And you know you're wrong as a woman, as an adult. No, y'all don't need no Cam. That's not me. Come on up. Mr. He said, what's good, my bro? How you doing? See you. Peace, God. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Seds here on YouTube. Does a man that is not willing to correct you as a woman, does he have your best interest at heart? When a man, if you have a man and you're in a relationship with him, he does not require you to make corrections to your brokenness. He encourages them. Does he have your best interest at heart? Is your ego more important than you being a better woman, not just for him, but for yourself? How much of yourself as a person would you allow to fall by the wayside just to prove your point? What's good, Angry Snowman? Nobody? So to explore this further on my thoughts, right? It's crazy to me how I look in these spaces and I see the men that just lie to y'all. They just lie. Not only do they lie, because I'm okay with the message, right? Y'all know me. If the message is correct, hey, it shouldn't matter who's saying it. I'm okay with people being the messenger, even though they fuck, because we all contradict ourselves sometimes. We human. We all contradict ourselves sometimes. I think that's giving grace. But not only do these people lie to y'all, y'all can look outside of YouTube with the things that they release to you and see that these people are not on the up and up. As men.
Did you hear what I said?
As men. I always tell on my sister, I don't know if Kwee still in here. I always tell on my sister. When I met my sister in Dallas, shout out to EJ Errol Spence, he's still the one. She can tell you for a fact, and I ain't got to lie. There's no lie in me. I'm too old to lie, right? I treat my wife like a princess, right? Because she earned it. My wife don't drive nowhere when she with me. She don't pay for nothing when she with me. I take care of my woman. But my wife also understands when I see her do some fuck shit, I'm going to correct her. And she should be able to correct me as her husband. I appreciate you, Mike. What's good, bro? Dario, what's happening? In my experience on this planet, when I've seen women deal with men that they do not respect, that relationship goes completely haywire within 18 to 24 months. And never have I seen, this is me personally. They can put on the front face, they can put on the fake face, they can put on the mask. Never have I seen a man that was happy in that situation. What's good, RPP? Never have I seen a man happy in that situation. They'll abide by it, they'll do it, but these are the very men. I need y'all to listen to me, ladies. These are the very men that you guys complain about, that you say you're trying to have men get away from. These are the very men that put y'all into the situations, the ones that you still are mad, hurt, and bruised with. We are saying that you guys are, y'all are women. You guys are smart. You guys are intelligent. There's nothing you guys can't do but figure out when a man's bullshitting you. This is no different from the playground in elementary school, the cafeteria, in the football field, in the basketball court, in high school, in college, so forth and so on. Do you guys enjoy your men like this? This is a question, ladies. But I asked the question and no, so we go into these things and then we have the conversation. We having conversations with you with no intent, just trying to get information. But when y'all tell us these are the dudes y'all don't respect, but yet these are the dudes you guys let impregnate you. These are the guys that you assign your name on their property. These are the guys that you are let me tell you, listen up.
Did you hear what I said?
Ladies, lesson number 397. when us as men say we need you to take care of us, that has nothing to do with money, nothing to do with a resource. Because if your man is about his business, he will have those when he comes to you. And if he doesn't, you will see that he's active and he will take nothing from you. See, but then this would go deep into the cave of, like, listen, ladies, my sisters, are you a woman or not? Are you a woman or not? Exactly. 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 I appreciate you. There is a space for panderers. There is a space where some certain women would only come to get their ego stroked and their fake fantasies fulfilled. Because you want a man to validate the way you feel so much, even though you are incorrect. Goodbye. The door works both ways. Are we on the same page now? Are we on the same page? Do you guys get why I did that? She ain't never been here because she don't have a wrench. Red Pill Ranger said, I never understood the men can't lead argument, because if they can't, why was he even an option? If you didn't respect him, how did he get in your box? They chose non-leaders, have kids, and blame us all. Listen to what I'm saying, sis. Listen to what I'm saying, sis. Play as fuck up. Y'all know here in this room, I don't go with that baby mama shit. My wife is a baby mama. My question is this: why is it that our women say they don't want these things, but whenever y'all hear something that strokes your ego, y'all the first ones in the room? Y'all the first ones to tell a man, even though he's talking facts, and really what he's talking about is family, and you being together, and him being responsible as a man, and you being responsible as a woman, and coming together to build something greater than the both of you. Y'all will tear that man down to agree with some man that's out in these streets doing the exact thing you said you didn't want your man to do. The exact thing your last man did that broke you for everybody else.
Did you hear what I said?
I appreciate you, Daryl. Y'all gonna keep lying to us? We tell y'all the truth. Y'all call us liars. Y'all lie and then tell us that's the truth. Nobody? TBE, we all know. Ain't no need for me to name names. They wouldn't exist if it wasn't a space for it.
Did you hear what I said?
Y'all need to listen, right? Like I keep telling y'all, see, it's us as black people, we look at the cut and not how did you get that knife? What happened for you to be in that situation? We never look at that time. Why these men exist? Because there is a space for it. Y'all talking about who needs to fix what? Carl Anderson, he said, I appreciate your candid hard work on this watch. I appreciate y'all, man. I do it for us, man. Y'all make me want to come back. Romello, what's happening? Tommy, what's good with you, God? There's something that people say, especially to the married men in this space. RPP. There's something that they say about married men in this space. Hey, Erica, how you doing, beautiful? Hope you had a great week. I pray you had a great week. Why are you so upset if you're so happy in your marriage? Because I'm a father. Because I'm a husband. In this space we're in, not just this space, but the world at large here in the Western society, a father is reduced to a paycheck. A husband is reduced to a paycheck. They tell us every day that a father is not necessary. So what you're telling every father and every dad is that your life's mission was a waste of goddamn time. You ain't upset about that? What's good with you, Chuck?
Hey, dude, I was about to ask you to let me answer that. Please let me answer that, and you already answered it. It's because we got kids. That's why we're angry. We have kids. We have sons and we have daughters, and we have to try and teach them how to navigate through this messed up dating world that we don't even want to engage with. That's why we're mad. You know, if you ever notice, Ricky, the other thing that they always say is, well, if you're in such a happy marriage, why are you sitting here? Why are you out here looking at what's going on in the dating world?
Mm-hmm.
You know, why are you out here looking at what other women are doing? What are you talking about? That's all that's in everybody's face.
Every day, bro. Everywhere.
How can you not have an opinion about it at this point when no matter what panel you go on, what the stream is about, somehow it circles back to that?
No answers, bro.
You know, it don't make no sense. You know, and look, the truth of the matter is look, as much as I hate to say it, but I'm just going to keep it real. The men are just as guilty too, because look, what I see is a bunch of finger pointing and nobody wanting to take personal accountability. Stop worrying about what everyone else is doing outside of your four walls. Worry about you. You know, stop pointing fingers at everyone else. You know, the next time you point a finger, go look in the mirror and see who that finger is pointing back at.
Okay. What's up, Tap?
What's going on, brother Ricky?
You know what it is. How you doing, bro? How your day go?
Man, hey, look, bro, it was long, but I made it. I made it, though. And I'm off tomorrow. Now, just to address, I can't see your name because I'm using my phone instead of my laptop.
It's Chuck. It's Chuck.
Nice to meet you, Chuck.
Angry Snowman, dude. You can call me either one. It don't matter. But it's a pleasure to meet you too, sir. What's your name?
AP.
Tap. That's Tap.
Oh, okay. What's up,
Tap.
AP?
Yeah. All right. So, just to address the point, I agreed with your first point when you were talking about the reason we're angry is we have sons and daughters and we have to teach them to navigate this. But then you come back and you counter and you said just worry about what's going on in your four walls. The issue with that is if we don't talk about it, if we don't try to get some kind of organization with the crap that's going on in the dating market from people like us who are married, who have kids, If we don't put in our input, how can we hope to correct the ship? And Brother Ricky, everything you said so far, I 150% agreed with. And also, last thing, I do want to issue an apology to you. I know you're not asking for it, and I know this may not be necessarily be the time for it, but accountability goes both ways. We know what time your reading happens every Wednesday. It hasn't changed. But instead, I'm over in the other platform, on the other channel, listening to the chaos. When you yourself, I'm gonna tell you, the readings whenever I listen in are phenomenal. But I decided to forego that to see what was going on another channel. And of course, we had the chaos and we had more messiness. So my apologies to you, brother. You're mute. I can't hear you.
I appreciate you, bro. Thanks so much for that, bro. The truth is, right? We keep saying we want these things, but no one takes the actions that's required. Okay? People say, "Oh, you should read a book. Oh, Rick, you should start a book club." Such woo that you should. But you got the truth is we got to admit what's wrong before we can get to what's right. And the truth is that people love car crashes, right? You hate to be in one, but if you see one in the middle of the street, you're gonna look, right? All I'm saying is this: these spaces wouldn't be available if there wasn't a market for them. Right? There would be no baby mamas or baby daddies if there wasn't a market. We complain about the marketplace that we allow, that we participate. I ain't gonna say we because I'm married, 20 of them down. Fuck you talking about, right? But
Bro,
y'all
I'm
that's
glad
out
I'm
in
married.
these streets, you know what I'm saying? Y'all that's out in these streets, y'all complain about a market that you're not willing within yourself to change the rules of.
Me and the wife are celebrating 11 this year, man. Here next month, dude. So congratulations to you for 20, man. That's a lifetime.
But that's not we're not talking about that today. Let's get back on track. And you guys' humble opinion. Do you guys believe that women respect men who do not correct them? Go.
No.
So why is it they listen to men who they don't respect?
Everybody likes that what's it called? That agreement bias. Somebody that agrees with you, and that's what you want to listen to. That's what you go to. That's what pulls you in. You want people want to be validated. That's what it's called. They love that validation, which is why they listen to them. Because hey, you're just gonna validate me, validate the way I move, validate all of the bad behavior that I do. Thank you. That means that I must be doing something right.
But
that's why they listen.
Wait, Tap. Hold up. Hold up, Tap. Hold up.
Okay.
What ladies say is that if you come in with leadership and it's genuine, they're going to fall in line. If you come in as a masculine man, it's going to automatically have the feminine flower in her arise and peek out to the heavens.
I disagree with that too. That only happens when they're ready for that to happen, and if that's where they are in their spot in life. You know, if they're not in their spot in life and wanting that, then that's not going to happen. They're going to look at you as some kind of overbearing authoritarian, womanizing, a patriarch that just wants to enslave a woman. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100. And as far as
go ahead.
No, I just want to say, as far as the whole them listening to men that don't correct them. I don't know if they necessarily listen to them. I think what they're doing, honestly, is they're telling them what they want to hear and giving them what they want to see while they're present in their presence, just to appease them and keep them around. All they are is a resource to them, in my opinion, respectfully.
Okay.
I can't disagree with that.
All right. So this is consensus, correct? Or at least on this panel right now, right? That's a consensus thought?
Yes, sir. For me, it is.
Okay. So is it fair for us to say, as men, observing these patterns, that these women that exhibit these traits are the very women that's out there doing the things that they say that they don't agree with?
Say that again?
Is it fair for me to say, with what you guys, we all just came to a consensus to in thought, is it fair to say that the very women that exhibit those traits are the same women who in these panels, in these spaces, that are actually doing the things that they say they don't agree with as women in real life, in real time?
I think that's a fair statement.
So
Absolutely. Well, look, it's just like how. No, go ahead. Sorry, man. I didn't. I think I got it.
No. You're good. You're good. I'm listening. I'll chime in afterwards.
Go ahead, Snowman.
My
Go ahead, Snowman.
Because
I'm breaking up, bro.
My you have it because
Hey, Chuck, you breaking up, bro. You must be switching towers. Come on up, Mike. The link's there. The link's there for everybody. I want to hear everybody's opinion.
I think he's.
Go ahead, Chuck. He's breaking up.
So I don't know any of the women personally, so I can't say how they moving in their personal life. But what I will agree with is a lot of the ones that we see out, the majority of the ones we see on these panels are, yes, giving women terrible advice. I can't say it's intentional. I can't say if it's for clicks. I don't know. I can't say that they're actually living it. But the crap that they say, a lot of them, not all of them, but the crap that they say isn't conducive to a healthy relationship. Furthermore, I'd go on to add that most of them are single. So your results are right there. There are your results. And if that's the way you want to live, fine. But say that. Own it. Say that's exactly who I am. But they don't do that. They don't do that.
Well, isn't that what they say they want men to do for them? Isn't that what they want men to do for them? Just be honest and upfront. If you just want to, pump and dump, then just tell us. Don't try and smooth us over by whining and dining us and trying to convince us you want a relationship when that ain't what you want. Why can't they do the same? I mean, let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck.
So my thought on that is, I actually agree with that sentiment. But we're gonna be honest. You got to have a smooth way of saying it. We can't be blunt and direct. They don't, they don't like blunt and direct. You got to change your tone. So that's what we feed them. But here's the issue. They think they found themselves that guy when they weren't listening to what he was saying. Oh, we'll see where this goes. I'm not necessarily looking for something long term, but I'll see where it goes. That means, hey, you ain't the one. I just want a nut. That's really what it means. But if we as men, we actually say that, your batting average goes to 0. So they might say that's what they want to hear, but we know as men that's not what they want to hear. Like you said, let's keep it a buck.
Okay. Oh man. So go ahead, Chuck. Keep breaking up. Breaking up, Snowman. Yeah, he gonna have to come back in, right?
But yeah, I really believe that these women are getting bad advice from other women. And if a woman is looking to get married and she's listening to these panels and she's looking for women for advice, she might want to change who she's listening to.
So shout out to Marcus. So chat. Do women want to be lied to? Ladies, do you prefer to be lied to?
Mm.
Again, in these conversations, Tap, I'm sure you heard it before from many a woman in your life. Just keep it honest with me. Just tell me what it is and let me make my choice.
This is what I actually think. I actually think that they do want the truth, but they want you to say it the way they want to hear it. And the honest truth behind that is, we men, we can't do that. We don't talk like women. Like that the way it's formed in your head is not the way it's going to come out of my mouth. So, in essence, there's some truth to they want to be lied to, especially understanding they want us to tell them the way they want to hear it, and men aren't built that way.
What's good, Mike?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah. How you doing, bro?
Good.
What you got on it, bro?
Hold on real quick.
You hop up there and put me on hold, nigga?
Hold on real quick. Hold on. My bad. Hold on.
What's good, Chris? How you doing? BE, what's good? I missed you coming in. He said, yes, they hate the truth. Tim said, men are more hesitant to commit. Of course, they're going to say, we'll see. Isn't that the point of dating? How can they say, yeah, I want a commitment when they don't know them good enough yet? Jolie said, I don't. Truth only. I'll respect you more. BJ Callie said, no, say what you mean, but talk to me nice. You better talk to me nice. You know what I'm saying? Poppy, he said, Ricky Williams, pay close attention to these niggas that pander to the queens. They all had pumped and dumped women, got them pregnant, and now they getting their bread by pandering to them.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm back. What's up, man?
Yeah, what you got, bro? What you got on this, man?
The women believe a man who doesn't require. I think y'all spitting facts. I think they want to be corrected, but it has to be done how they want, how they want it to be done their way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, from married women and from single women, you hear a lot of ego talking. You just hear a lot of ego, but in all reality, it's just their ego or their pride that gets in their way, I would say.
And
if you don't mind, if I jump in real quick, Mike, I want to challenge your point about married women. Wouldn't we say that married women have the result that many of the single women are looking for? So they have gone through the phase where where they are being spoken softly to. They get to the phase to where, yo, it's going to be X, Y, and Z, and she gets, the correction happens. My opinion is the correction actually happens on both sides. Like that's just my opinion. But married women have a completely different. I'm sorry. Healthy married women.
Yeah. See, now you adding an extra cheese.
But it applies though.
What?
A healthy wife in the right mind state.
Of course.
Right.
But
So it applies.
I'm just talking about, I've seen married women act dysfunctional like single women.
Right, because they wasn't in the right mind state, right?
But that's where they are in the right mindset. We done seen some on this panel, you know what I mean, for about 2 years speak, I don't know what just speak so ill will about men, but swear they up and down they love their husbands and they're in a happy marriage.
I agree.
I
But
think
then,
when I see married men, like you with the years, you know what I mean. I'm married too, but when I see married men and other married men on panels talk, I think we're trying to preach game on how to be better men and tell women how to choose better men and what to look for in that man.
okay, give me a
I
second.
actually agree with that.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that. But what I challenge is, personally, I've listened to maybe 15, 16 channels. And of all of those, I think I've heard 2 married women that talk and act like single women. Most of the married women do the same thing that married men do. Married women will talk to the women.
Shit.
They're not typically
What sister
talking to the
code you talking
men.
about? What sister
Like
code you talking about?
for example, I'm just going to use one for an example is Security Boss. She doesn't talk to them. She's not talking to the men. She
Mhm.
speaks to the women. I'm sorry to name drop on your on your channel, Rick.
Are you all right, bro? She's good. Don't worry about that. Go ahead, man.
But when I hear her, she's talking to the women.
I've seen.
Now
Hold on.
again, I'm not saying that they all do,
Yeah.
but the majority of the women in healthy marriages are typically talking to women about how to move, that they are out of order and things like that. There are a couple that do, like you said, move like single women, but I don't think that's the majority of the married women on these platforms.
Well, I have to disagree respectfully, and I've seen married women come at Security Boss's neck, and Ricky has seen it too on other platforms. I've seen married
I've seen
women
it.
come at Security Boss's neck.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second, y'all. I gotta shout out my sis. Hold on. I just seen her. Sade, where you at, Sissy Pooh? Where is it at? Anyway, I just put the link in there. I know I seen her come through. She answered. She said, basically, there she is. This is my sis right here, my family, Cashmere Lux Academy. She said, yes, I'm a woman. Keep it real with me, and I'll keep it real with you. Make sure y'all subscribe to her. She has a podcast that they do every week here on YouTube. It's called The Shoe. I can't remember the name of it. Put it in the chat, Sade. But she also sells natural hair care products. I'll put the link in the chat, www or cashmereluxhairsalon.com. You guys can click that link, buy all natural hair products, and they work. She ships fast. Again, buy from your own. Y'all know we believe in that. Buy from your own. Appreciate you, sis. Right? So let's ask the real question, guys. Let's get to it. Because they ain't gonna come up and ask it, right? Meet the Shoe Podcast. Thank you, sis. I had a brain fart. My apologies. Meet the Shoe Podcast. They are here on every Wednesday night, and they have some pop-ups during the week sometimes too, right? So
Daggone, did Brother Rick drop himself?
that was fun. My bad. So when it comes down to it, right? When in this society we're in, my personal belief is that the nuclear family, the mom, dad, children, dog, cat, is the basis of society. But seeing how these things seem it can't be resolved. My question to you guys and everybody at this point, for the majority, hey Jay, how you doing, babe? Is marriage even realistic today? Does it even make sense for most people?
It would if well, since I'm saying if, the answer is no. It does make sense if you just do the math on it. Do the basic math. For example, your girl is spending $1,500 a month in rent. You're spending $1,500 a month in rent. You get married. One of those 1,500s go away. I'd say it's hers, but that's for the couple to decide. Let's say she's spending $300 a month, and from a money standpoint, it makes perfect sense. From a raising kids aspect, because they're still getting pregnant, right? So
Yes.
from a raising kids aspect, it makes sense. The stats show it out. From the ability to protect one home versus two, it makes sense. The problem is, personally, I don't like pointing at women. I like to say that it's up to the men. But what I'm seeing a lot and learning a lot in these spaces, the women equate all of that just simply to money. They would rather struggle by themselves and go party as opposed to cutting back on everything and having more money for leisure. They simply don't see it their way. My money is my money and I can do this by myself.
Mm.
But meanwhile, they still get pregnant. That doesn't make sense to me. The logic is flawed, which if the logic's flawed, I'm going to say it's illogical. And for the most part, what I'm seeing and learning from these spaces, women act illogical. And I heard not too long ago, a good man is not enough. I heard that on one show. Floored me. She said the guy was a great guy, awesome guy, had a great job. He just wasn't funny enough. What the fuck are we talking? Pardon my language. What are we talking about?
Mike,
What are we talking about? And I'll end it there.
what you think, Mike?
For most people, is marriage realistic? With today's, with people's mindset today, no.
Expound.
How they view things in life is just me. It's all selfish. You know what I mean? What do I got to lose in this situation? And they're not looking at what can they gain from the situation and coming together with somebody. Like he said, if I make 80 and she make 100, but just because I don't make more than her, then I'm not good enough. I think that's bizarre. I think that's really insane, and only our women do shit like that, which is kind of crazy. And then if you say something, it's why we always gotta have struggle up and all this other. It's like, bro, $60,000 is a lot, especially living in Ohio. I make more than that, and I could reach down and be like, some of y'all expectations are unrealistic and will make y'all single and get y'all single.
Okay.
For a long time.
Facts. Can I show y'all something real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
so to expound on the marriage thing, I think the general consensus in most people, especially the more modern people, the more liberal people, is that marriage is costly. It's not worth it. You're able to get to a bigger bag. Your expenses are your own. Blah blah blah. Y'all know. Y'all heard the excuses 100 times, right? Where's that? The poverty rate of Black married couple families in the United States from 1990 to 2022. It started from 1990 at 12.6% among Black married couples. In 2022, which was 2 years ago, it has declined to 5.6%.
Woo. Married folks doing all right.
I get the questions all the time, Mike. I think Mike said this to me before, and I love you, bro, but I got to pick on you. Married men, they act like it's like married people can't say what's good about marriage. Right? When people talk to other people about marriage, they talk like it's a Debbie Downer. It's a Debbie Downer. No one wants to talk to the people about marriage because nothing good comes from it. You're less likely to be poor married than you are single. And please understand the
Facts.
definition of poverty. That means not being able to provide the essentials of life, a place to eat, a vehicle. A place to live, food, a vehicle. So if Black people are about economic security and economic growth, wouldn't it make sense to find someone who shares your vision in life that you can love, that you guys can build together, struggle to get more?
Yes, sir.
Maybe
Yes, sir.
marriage doesn't work for some people because you're not marriage minded. Maybe a marriage doesn't work for some people because you as a person are too selfish to give to anybody else but yourself.
Woo.
That's what I said. They're selfish.
I know. I wouldn't.
Or it goes back to the point of the early on in the conversation. Too hard headed to be corrected. That ego, as one of the gentlemen stated earlier, that ego get in the way. Nick can't tell me what to do, and they think control
You know
when
what
it's
ego
not that.
stands for?
Come on,
Whatever.
sis. Come on,
Ego
sis.
stands for edging God out. And I've heard somebody say this before. Black people are the most religious folks out here in this country, but can't even get along with each other. So if we're the most religious, and religion, Bible, whatever you want to read, I mean, we're supposed to get along. We're supposed to come together. But when you got that ego in, you edging God out, hey, you will fall. That pride, you will fall. So we seen a lot of people fall.
Brother Rick, do you mind if I throw a question at you?
Always. You good?
So
I'm an open book. What's up?
so understanding through this conversation that women have their hangups, what do we tell the young men who are out here trying to find a suitable match for marriage?
Truthfully, you want to know what I told my son?
Mm-hmm.
Keep your head on a swivel. I told him, keep your head on a swivel. Sex is not in the equation unless you're looking to make her your wife.
So, and I know you do the pause. You got your pause, but I just want to make sure I'm hearing you right. So, basically, son, I love you. I know what you're about to go through, but you're gonna have to tame those hormones unless you're really looking at marriage with a particular woman. Am I
Correct.
hearing you right?
Correct.
Yeah, of course.
So,
Yeah.
we all know we're all right now. It's all men up here. We know what happens when you turn 18, 19, 20, 21 with those hormones.
Okay.
How do you cage that animal?
It's
Can he
called
be caged? You know what I'm saying? I know
Yes.
now
Catching
that
is Ricky.
I'm 40 plus. I know how to hold back now. But if you'd have said that to me 18, 19, 20, playing ball, women throwing it at you, how do you cage that animal?
At this point where we're at with the way things move in relationships and against men on a mass scale, he has no choice but to do it.
I got my hand up.
He has no choice but to.
Let me ask you this too.
The percentile chance of him finding a wife or running into a woman that would chain him for life is too uneven. This is the talk me and my son Dominique had, my youngest son. He has to. You better buy some lotion.
Yes, sir.
It's what it is. These young ladies are looking for blood, bro. They smell blood in the water whenever they get a chance. It's just what it is. Me and my wife was talking about this the other day, and like I said, everybody don't want to admit it. Everybody want to play like the things that went on in the 70s, you know, the Get Back gang, and they want to say when grandpappies and grandmama was doing this and y'all generation messed up or anything. The truth is we are the children of correction. The 70s and 80s babies are the children of correction. We were pumped information, whether it was in school, if you went to church, in your house, was that black men, your forefathers was trash. How dare you treat your mothers, your sisters, your aunties like that? How dare you leave your children in the street? We are the children of correction. So much so that this generation now, they say you guys were simps for every woman.
Did you hear what I said?
What y'all doing marrying women with babies? We were more about saving the community than everyone. We were taught the lessons, man. Hey, people make mistakes. She's got a baby. You know what I'm saying? That don't make her a bad woman. She could still be a good woman. Oh, your mama had problems, but she's still your mama. You should love her regardless. Don't be like your daddy.
So,
And like, hold on.
sorry. I'm sorry. My bad.
No, you're all right. You're all right. It's my fault, right? And I said this before, and I'll say it again. Y'all mothers raise the men you hate today. Your mama, the one y'all put in so high regard, the queen goddess of the universe, mama, she raised the men that y'all hate today. Look at how they go. Look, I use myself. Look at how they go at me when I come and I'm spitting fucking facts. Oh, you too old. You don't know shit. Da da da. Ooh, ooh, ooh. They'll sit up there and cuss me down. Talk about me like a dog in the chat when I'm telling them the real. But they a suck a nigga like Daryl's dick. Every one of these women keeps saying, I want a man to take care of home. I want to provide. I want a provider. Da, da, da. I do that shit every day, dog. Tap, you do that shit I know Mike do that shit every day and twice on Sunday. But these are the men they will argue down. These are the men that not only will they argue down, they'll throw your name in the mud in the street. Why would I tell my son to get out a chance?
Hell no.
Keep your head on a fucking swivel, dog. These hyenas out here, bruh. And let me say this, and then I'll let my sister in, right? Let me explain to y'all. A good woman ain't easy to find. I know y'all wish good women was falling off the trees, the bottom branches, but god damn it, they don't. It take a lot of work from you. It take a lot of work from her. Good people are going to cost you something. It's going to cost you your motherfucking ego. It's going to cost you to shut your motherfucking mouth sometimes. It's going to cost you to take the back burner when you think you should be the top dog. There's an imbalance that's going on and everybody knows it, but no one wants to say it because, like I said before, it would require you to be a man that you're not built to be. It would require you. The reason why it hurts so bad is because the woman that a man asks you to be, you can't do it. And instead of just saying you can't do it, you want to lie. Go ahead, Tap.
No, so, and I know Mike wanted to chime in also, but we got the sister in here, and you made some valid points, and I got a question for the sister. But before I ask my question, I want to say that everything Brother Ricky just said, I've been saying for the last year and a half. And the truth of the matter is, when I say things like discipline yourself, and they translate it to discipline your dick, and that's okay if that's what you want to do, I'm told men can't do that. I'm told you can't say that to men. You gotta tell the women. What? Well, if you discipline yourself, it's easier to find the right woman. And I want to land that right there. But my sister, Brother Rick was talking about how we were raised to build the community. That's how our generation was raised. What were the women taught of the same generation? Because they seem to be out of order as well in this current climate.
So first, I want to say I'm sorry for the noise in the background. My king is doing something upstairs after I finished rubbing him down. So this is what I want to say. We were taught to be independent. While y'all was taught to build, to be good to your wife, to pay everything because a man is a man, y'all was taught that by y'all mothers. But we were taught to be independent, go to college, don't depend on no man, because, and this is the famous words my mama used to always use, because you could do bad by yourself. So this was the stuff that we were taught when I was young. So this is the problem. This is the disconnect. That's why you had. That's why you have so many problems now, because the brothers were taught one thing, okay, about building family. Let's stick together. Love your woman. Treat her well. Treat her like a lady. Y'all remember that song back in the day. So y'all was taught that, but we were taught to be independent. You don't need no man. You could do everything that you want to do. And that translated into liberation. So in our community, liberation, I'm sorry, Rick, I'm about to curse. Liberation means I can go fuck anybody I want to fuck in our community. This is why this thing is just blowing all out of control, because the mothers who were supposed to stand up and say, listen, we got to get this together. Y'all can't be doing this foolery. And then you got to remember, crack came into the community as well. So at the time of the people who supposed to pass on the traditions and the understanding, okay, by the time that's supposed to have been passed on, these people die from crack. They die from all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you got some education that was lost. And then now, just like the brother who came up earlier, I forgot his name, the Caucasian brother, he was saying we need to mind our business. But this is the problem in our community. We never need to mind our business. We're better together. See, correction in our community helped us stay together. That's why when our women were doing nonsense back in your great grandmama time and all that other stuff, that stuff was hidden because #shame, Mrs. She said, was in the works. You feel me? Shame was in the works. So women did not do nonsense like they do now. It's not all out. I mean, they did nonsense. I'm not going to sit up here and say they didn't. Because, you know, if you look at your uncles and your aunties, all of them don't look the same. But the thing is that it was community. If a woman was doing foolery, an older woman would pull her to the side. Girl, you know that ain't right. You got to get it together. You know what I'm saying? Take care of them children. Stop leaving them children in the household alone like that. See, you tell a young girl right now, stop leaving them children in the house alone by themselves. She gonna tell you, mind your motherfucking business. But see, back in the day, you didn't do that. An older woman told you, and she would tell you, you better be careful. You know you're gonna get in trouble. Somebody catch them kids home alone. You know you're going to jail. She gonna listen. But they don't listen no more. They tell us, oh, you too old. You don't know what you're talking about. But we've been there. We've been there. We understand what's going on. But because we have lost the sense of correcting our young women, that's why when women like me come on to social media, they like, you too old telling us what to do. But the thing is that somebody that looked like me was supposed to tell you what to do. Somebody was supposed to pass it on to you. But because there was no woman in her generation to tell her that this is not right, she just continued to do the foolery, because you got to remember, you got babies having babies. And I don't even want to say that, because my grandmother started having babies at a teenage age. She was married. You know what I'm saying? So they had a different mindset. But because we have lost the understanding of we are better together as a whole. You know what I'm saying? We are better together as a whole. This is where the community, we don't have a community anymore. We don't have it at all, because everybody want to mind their business. Everybody will get up here and tell you, judge ye not and ye shall not be judged. You know what I'm saying? And that was the trick of the enemy. They will use a part of the Bible, just a little bit, to tell you to shut your mouth. And they was doing wrong. They will tell you, who is without sin, cast the first stone. This is just the trick of the enemy. When we supposed to say, no, you're not supposed to do this. You ain't supposed to be cheating on your husband. You ain't supposed to have 6 and 7 babies that, not your husband. You supposed to take care of your husband. You supposed to do the right thing. And then you got the men, the older men, telling the men, you supposed to get a job. You supposed to work and take care of your family. You supposed to love your wife. You see, we don't have that anymore. They all excited about being a baby mama, or you know what I'm saying? Or you got some that will sit up here and say, well, I'll wait till the child get older. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got 10 and 11 children that you can't take care of. So it comes from the accountability. Nobody wants to take the accountability. Nobody wants to take the correction. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem in our community. Now, I know somebody's saying government. Yes, that's true. The government played a part in it as well. But we don't have the understanding of family. And family doesn't mean that it's blood. We don't have the understanding of that. And that's where our community has failed, because the younger ones will tell you, mind your business, you too old, where somebody that is older than you is supposed to give you a correction. But now on social media, somebody that's as old as me will get up here and tell you, you don't need no men. Men ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? This is the nonsense that you're teaching them. And this is the downfall, because we need each other. We need each other, and nobody act like they see it. When we at 75% in our culture, baby mama, and 44% baby daddy, okay, in our culture. Now they like to say all black men do is just go around and sleep with everybody. If that's true, right? Wouldn't it be the same amount? They would be neck and neck. So that mean what that mean? The girls are out there doing nonsense with the same men. I'm done. I'm talking too much. I'm done.
Appreciate that. So let me read the super chat real quick. Somebody sent super chat. Shell Shot. He said, appreciate the 10 ball. He said, I had to play some funds in the collection plate tonight because y'all cooking. Appreciate you. As an 80s baby, I so appreciate the sister speaking the harsh truth with no Vaseline. Appreciate you. What did I have? My sis Jay. People get too caught up in pointing fingers constantly. You don't point fingers. Like I told you, I don't point fingers. I point like this. Right? This is what's wrong with niggas. Blame has to be assigned. Blame has to be assigned. Because if blame is not assigned, you don't know who to fix. You don't know who to correct. Let me explain. Let me put this. Hold on. I got you, Jay. Look how quick the world went to shit once divorces went to no fault. Look how quick the world went to shit when it became no fault insurance on your car. It's somebody's fault. Believe it or not, it's somebody's fault. Is that an excuse? No, it's not an excuse, but it's somebody's fucking fault.
I say something.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Can we stop saying is both parties to negate accountability? If you just, all you guys are older than me, right? I'm gonna pick on you, or you Muse. How is it both parties when all three of these older people up here said that the men were looking to be husbands, to work and provide, and you have this young lady right here, this beautiful queen right here, saying, "Hey, we were taught to be independent." Because I remember hearing that in high school. I don't need a nigga. Fuck a nigga. I graduated 2010. So I'm young enough to be I'm young enough to be their son. You know what I mean? So how is it both people's fault if they're telling you as OGs in the game, they were taught to be husbands, to be fathers, to go out and work and provide for a family. And this lady right here said, hey, we were taught to not depend on a man, to get it on our own, and to not respect the man. So I'm just tired of this whole narrative of, it's both people's party. It's both people's fault. Stop pointing the finger. Like Rick said, the blame has to be put somewhere so we can correct it. You know what I mean?
Right. And so
I want to add where I think, first of all, sister, you said it eloquently. Eloquently. You heard me? I think that there was a misunderstanding with the phrase "I can do bad all by myself." I think there's a misunderstanding about that phrase. I can do bad all by myself, meaning, look, sis, yes, go out and be I don't want to use the word independent, but go be a functional adult. Don't spread your legs to just anybody. That's what that phrase means. Because if you spread it to anybody, you're going to be doing bad all by yourself. And if that's not what you want, go out and move in such a way that'll provide you with the results to get you the desired outcome that you are looking for. And if doing bad all by yourself is the desired outcome, keep this Miss Independent mindset. Keep dropping kids with no man around. I promise you, you're doing bad all by yourself, sis. I really think that phrase was completely misunderstood and might have been mistold from upset, angry women. And I think, Mike, to Are You Amuse's point, because I do agree with you mostly, but to her point, where did those men go that made those women mad and bitter to tell their daughters to don't, you could be bad all by yourself, don't rely on a man? Where was the male voice to counter that?
They was pushed out the household, man. What are you talking about? My grandpa's 70 years old, and I told him what we talk about, and he said, man, they were pushed out the household. That's just debunked. They wanted government assistance over what that man can give them. You have it right now. I clearly gave an example. They're making $50,000, and the dude could be making 70, or he could make 80 and she make 100, and that's still not good enough. So it's not about no man wasn't in no household. I've heard that lie my whole life. The man was there. If he was there, he was there. But if he wasn't there, 8 out of 10 times they were forced out, or he went to go somewhere else to work to provide for his family.
So I understand what you're saying, and it's not that I fully disagree, because I believe part of that is correct. And we can use like, if I want to use a personal example, my dad decided that he would, as a military police officer, try to traffic narcotics across state lines. Do we blame my mom for that nigga getting locked up? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a
No, it's not
two-way
the same thing.
street. Like,
It's not the same thing.
I'm just saying it. I don't agree with the 8 out of 10. I might give you a 5 out of 5. Like five out of 10. I'll give you a 50% on it. But I
No, it's
don't
not
think
the
it was
50%.
all the women just pushing these dudes out.
No, it's not the 50%, because I say this, and Rick, you know this, and AP, you know this. You blame the parent that was there. My mom told me in high school, she seen me and getting muscles in varsity, and she was married to my stepdad. But my mom told me, hey, protect your body. It's your temple. Protect
Hmm.
your body. Don't be sleeping with all these women out here and whatnot, and think you fresh. Protect your body. Protect your temple, actually. Protect your temple. Don't let everybody get a taste of you. She told me that in high school. So blame the parent that was there.
That's a
Like
fair
this lady,
point. I've
this
never
lady
heard that
right here.
argument.
This lady right here. If something happened miraculously, and say her husband passed, I mean, I'm not trying to wish that on you, but say, okay, I'm not gonna. Okay, with a woman mindset like her, say something happened and he had to go away, or he was gone. She not gonna raise a woman that is twerking and dancing like Glorilla and shit. Her mindset ain't raising little niggas on the street twerking and shooting up the streets in the club and shit. So even if he wasn't there, stop blaming the dude who ain't there.
I can dig that argument, and that's a valid, very, very valid argument.
It is.
But we can't also discount that somebody's doing it by themselves.
And that's what
Like,
Ricky said before. Who are you picking? Who are you picking to be? Who you picking to be the father of your child? Because you seen AP. Oh, a nigga need to be 6 foot, and nigga need to make this and have this flag and all this other shit, bro. That shit don't
I
mean
don't.
nothing when it comes to raising kids. I know
I
you're not saying it, but you've heard
yeah.
women say that.
No. I was just about to add to your point. I think we need to get away from that. I think that's some bullshit. Women don't care about that shit. They just want to be lied to at this point.
Okay.
Can I say something real quick?
Of course.
So I'm sorry, brothers. I'm gonna get off after this. The problem is that, and Ricky has said this so many times, even when I had first met him on Sir Hill Speaks, and this is the truth. And a lot of women don't want to tell this truth, but this is the truth. Most of the women who taught us that you can do everything by yourself, you don't need no man. They'll tell us, oh, men ain't shit. When I was growing up, right? Most of them were the side chicks. They were messing with men who were married already and had babies with them. And so now we got the 70s and 80s babies, okay, that they growing up and they're thinking their daddy ain't shit. Because the mama told them daddy ain't shit. But lo and behold, daddy was a good man. Daddy was living in another house, taking care of 3 other children that they made it off to college. They lived well because he was raising those kids. But the side chick thought he was going to leave his family, decimate his family for the one baby you had with him. So this is where we get that from sometimes. A lot of these young women who are running around here, they're broken because their mama was broken. Mama broken because her mother was broken. Because her mother chose to mess with a man who was married. She chose to be the side chick. So now she passed on this nonsense to her daughter. And then her daughter passed on this nonsense to her daughter. And that's where we get all this disconnect from, because grandma didn't want to tell the truth. She was the side chick. So this is where we get all this problem from. Now, I'm not saying up here and not saying that there were men who just left their families. I'm not saying that. Listen to me. The men who just, like they say, some men just left their families. That's because that wasn't his real family. That wasn't his real family. He belonged to a family. He had to leave. He has legal papers on him with another woman that's across town. That's the problem that nobody wants to say in the Black community. He had to leave. He belonged to another woman. That's why when he passed away, you see all these people coming, but the queen is in the front row with all her children. And all the ones he was messing with behind, they knew he was married. But because he worked for the city, had a good job, and he was nice with that money, they was giving him that pussy. So we have to, I'm just saying, okay? I know y'all don't like what I said, but I said it. Okay? I said it.
No, since you cooking, go ahead.
So with that being said, that's why we have this problem. You have the women who were the side chicks preaching to their girls that men ain't shit. And so, and I'm one of them because for all my teenage years, I was like, men ain't this, men ain't that. Listening to my mama. Lo and behold, my mama was the side chick. My daddy had a whole family across town. My daddy worked for the city. Had a whole family across town take care of his family. Every Christmas, they had all these gifts and everything. And here I come, looking just like him. So when his wife met me, she just looked like, her eyes was like, oh my God, this is his kid. But my mama, okay, was doing nonsense and thought he was going to leave his family. How is he going to leave his family, mommy? You out here messing with another man that looked like him. And then you just blame the baby on him because he worked for the city. So when we want to call a spade, baby, we got to get all those demons out the closet. We got to get all those demons out the closet, because when we're teaching these young women to hate men, you got to tell why. You was a side chick. You was a side chick because we don't have wives, the real wives out here talking about men are this, men are that. They're teaching their girls, love your husband. There's a lot of women that we don't see on social media that are wives, that the mama taught them, love your husband, be obedient to your husband, listen to your husband. You know who taught me all this? To be obedient to my husband? It wasn't my mama. It wasn't my aunties, none of them. You know who taught me to be obedient to my husband? It was
Your
my
daddy.
husband. It was
your husband.
My husband taught me. It wasn't no experience, none of that nonsense. It was my husband that said, I am your husband. You're going to treat me with respect. You're not going to talk to me side-eye like you crazy. And my husband met me when I was in my 20s. Okay? He met me when I was in my 20s. And he said to me, you're not going to talk to me side-eye. As a matter of fact, he met me as a baby mama. I was a baby mama. This man picked me up on Baby Mama Lane up the street around the corner. And even though I was on Baby Mama Lane, okay, he took me, cleaned me up. I like to say he shined me up real good. Okay? And then labeled me as queen. And then we had children together. 4 children together, beautiful kids. Okay? And he taught me that I have to learn how to respect him and love him. Now, respect come before love now. You understand? If you don't have respect, baby, that love, no, it ain't gonna work. If you put love before respect, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. She can disrespect you anywhere you go. My husband said, no matter what you do, no matter where we are, you are always to respect me. And I was dating this brother at the time. Before he was my husband, I was dating this brother at the time. He taught me how to love him, but respect him first. So this is where I learned it from. That's, I'm done.
What you got, Chap?
I know she went on for a few minutes, but I have one question, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sis, what was it about him that made you sit down, sit back, shut up, and listen?
Ricky, I'm taking up too much time, but you want me to answer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what it did, what my turnaround was, my husband was ready for war. He was ready for war. That was my turnaround, because you know how you have a brick wall that's in front of you, right? And you trying to push this brick wall down. But with all your might, the brick wall would not move. And every time when I tried to push the brick wall, my king would tell me just like this, are you ready to submit? That's what he used to tell me all the time, are you ready? And I was like, no, I'm not ready. I'm ready for war. But my king had weapons behind his back that taught me to submit. So he wouldn't let me get away with foolishness. He wouldn't let me do nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I think that was the problem. He was like that. He wouldn't let me get away with it. Just like Ricky said, okay? Just like Ricky said earlier in the show. Can you respect the man that lets you get away with everything? Or would you want a man that will call you on your ish? And I'm going to share something with you. I would rather he call me on my ish. No man has ever called me on my ish. And if they tried, I would decimate them with my mouth. And when I tried to do it to my husband, when I was dating him, my husband was like, you a good woman. You got a good heart. You're very kind. But your mouth needs a correction. And I used to look at him like, this man gonna do what? And he tell me your mouth needs a correction. So what it is that I was ready. See, I just finished it just like that. I was ready. The woman has to be ready. She has to have the mindset to be obedient to her husband. Be obedient to her husband. She has to have the mindset to be ready. If she doesn't put it in her mind, she's not gonna do it. She's not gonna do it. She's gonna be a total nightmare for you. So when I turned around, I was ready, and I wanted to, because I saw this man. He didn't let me get away with nonsense. Even when I tried the victim card, because women, we got that. That's like on lock. The victim card is on lock. And I would try to use the victim card when we first got married. And my king would say to me, when you finish crying, we gonna still talk about that money you took out of the account. So hurry up, go wipe your face. We still gonna talk about how you took that money. So I always tell my king, thank you, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have known that I was doing bullshit. I thought what I was doing, I thought I was on my grown woman shit. I was not. That's just my take on it, my dear.
I appreciate you, sis. That's all I had. I got tons of follow ups for the men, but Ricky, this your show. My bad, brother.
No, you good, bro? Let me read the super chat real quick, and we'll welcome Just Jay in the room. Big Ant, what's good, bro? He said 10 ball. He said, "What up, Rick?" And I ain't never drove down Baby Mama Lane. Hey, man, shit, do you? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Jay?
Can you hear me?
Yes, Lord. How you doing, sis?
How y'all doing this evening? I just wanted to tap in, Ricky. I'm trying to sit and listen, right? So you know me. My thought process is a bit more esoteric, and I try to again, I'm not here to promote a necessary standard, right? I think it's important to share experiences and to I believe in dropping seeds and let and people do what they will with it, right? Because ultimately I do firmly believe that it's an intrinsic thing, right? When we're talking about change, when we're talking about people's thought process in regards to how they grow and evolve, and that's going to vary from person to person, right? So there's only so much that we can do, and so it is important, right, to share experiences, to impart wisdom, and to speak into people's lives. Everyone's method is different. For me, my method isn't as aggressive as others. You feel me? And so I do think that there are people for everyone, right? And so ultimately, it's about showing up in an authentic way. Intentions matter. And I think in this space, as you know, Ricky, in this space, that gets cloudy a lot when it comes to intentions, right? Because I firmly believe that intentions is what sets the tone for how impactful a person's message will be. And of course, impactful messages aren't always received, you know what I'm saying, as easy as something that's more soothing, right? Because as we know, it's easy for all of us to be comfortable. People don't like being uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? And change requires people to be uncomfortable.
Correct.
So I mean, there is levels to it. And so when I say people pointing fingers, I mean, just generally speaking, I think sometimes, and I understand your standpoint as far as blame, right?
Yes.
If that is what needs to happen, do you hear echo? I hear echo.
It came and went, sis. You good? You good?
Okay. So
My phone rang. I'm sorry.
okay, no worries.
Yeah.
So I
Can you
do
hear?
understand why a person would deem blame important in regards like coming from a logistical standpoint, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to approach something logistically, you need to understand where the defect or the mishap or whatever happened. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so in that regard, I get it, right? But if people continue to constantly point fingers, I think it's just a convenient way for some people, many people, honestly, to stay caught up in deflections.
Mm.
And that's why I talk about like just work on focusing on yourself, and you inspire others, you impart wisdom, and you share when you have that opportunity, and what people do with it ultimately is what they do with it,
Right.
you know. So that's kind of where I was coming
Yeah.
from with the whole pointing fingers thing.
Look, no doubt, no doubt. Like I told you, that me and you know what it is. I never mean
Absolutely.
any ill will with you, right? Uh, what I'm, you're correct. I have no argument on your point, right? So I just want to say I appreciate you come up and clarifying in the chat, because words look a certain way sometimes. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you coming up and clarifying. So before I let all y'all go, because I don't want to hold y'all too late. We grown. We got to work in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So I got one last question before I let every one of y'all out of here. Tap, keep them questions, bro, because we'll talk about them at a later date, man. Like I told y'all, I'm starting to get this together. I'm starting to get my schedule together, that my daughter back on her feet. And again, I want to thank y'all, man. Everybody who prayed, that sent some money to her Cash App to me.
I'm grateful.
I want to thank y'all so much. My baby, she back on the mend. She back in her place. She driving. She got a new lease on life. Life is good. Y'all hear me?
That's what's
Life
up.
is good. So if you ever prayed for me or prayed for her, I just want to let y'all know I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And prayer works, guys. Don't let what the world doing on your head fool y'all. Right? Prayer works. Listen to what I'm saying. So with that being said, we all know we all know what we talk about. And like Jay said, you know what I'm saying? We point fingers, stuff like that, all this stuff. I got one question for y'all, right? So when this gonna be the baseline of the next live, right? We're gonna build off this. My question is this: is what is in place now, is it working for Black people? Is it working? At the most independent and free time in this Western civilization, supposedly, right? Freedom's a state of mind. Okay. What we have and the things we see on a day-to-day basis, is it working? What y'all got?
Don't everybody answer at one time. So my question, and you know I hate to be complicated, but what's in place? That I don't even know what's in place.
We could build off that later too.
Okay, so generally speaking, okay, to answer the question, no. Whatever is in place now isn't working. Whatever it is. I don't know what it is though.
So what's in place that we do have, right, is the blueprint, but nobody likes to go back to the blueprint. Ricky just said it right now. Ricky said prayer, right? He said, thank you for praying for my family. The blueprint is God. We have gotten away from the blueprint that he has given the Black family. That's the problem. See, people like to say that we all fell apart, all this stuff stems from slavery, but that's not true. We were more closer together in slavery and then after slavery. But then when we started getting that mindset that I don't need nobody, I could do everything without the counterpart, and I'm talking about the man. I could do everything without the man. I can succeed without him. And this is where the disconnect come from, because we decided that we don't need him. We decided that. The blueprint is for us to get it together. The blueprint is for us to come together. That's why these spaces still exist. And can you imagine if Black people got the right idea to join together? Can you imagine if we just stopped arguing in these spaces, in these boxes, and was like, I'm getting married. I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to vet right. I'm not going to be a baby mama. I'm not going to be a baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine if we decided to do that? That would just decimate everybody YouTube channel and everything if we just followed the blueprint. That would be crazy, right? But because we don't follow the blueprint that was in place, that our ancestors even used, this is the disconnect. This is the problem in our community today, because we made it unshameful to have babies and not be married. We made it unshameful to get out here and twerking and got your breast and butt out all over social media. We made it unshameful to walk around naked and everything. We made it that is no more shame. So because we got away from the blueprint, this is what we got. This is what you got. You got away from the blueprint. That's just my take on it. That's what I think.
So I fully understand why this sister is married. I'm gonna say that. But it was the second half of what she was talking about as to why what we have in place right now isn't working. There isn't any shame. And when you're shamed, and when you shame someone, then you're castrated for shaming them. So what we have in place isn't working. I'd go on to say anytime, and this is throughout the history of the Black community, and anytime we started to fully understand how economics actually work, something changed. In order to prevent the community from prospering, i.e., during my time, removing economics as a core subject and removing home ec out of school. When you remove those two things, you're removing two vital pieces of information that help people grow. It's always something. So what is in place now doesn't work. And if we do make it work, I believe that there will be an outside force that does what it can to ensure that it doesn't work, to ensure the demise of Black folks. And I'm going to leave it there until we continue the conversation and add a bit more context.
Appreciate you. Mike, what's happening? What you got, bro?
What's up, man? Can I answer AP's question? The one before.
Of course.
So I'm 32, so fresh out my 20s, and what I knew as a young kid, a young pub out here at 19, dick discipline. So that's what I'll teach them, man. Be disciplined, and a disciplined man is a man of honor, man of integrity. So if you can instill that into your son, he'll do good out here. And all cat ain't good cat. So I'll keep it PG. All cat ain't good cat. And some things you can't go back from. And I was so scared of that. And I knew where I wanted to go. And I knew where I wanted to be, to where I'm here now, where I envision myself to be. And I'm glad I don't have any baby mama. I have a wife. I have a wife. And to transition from that to this, my wife always told me, man, you change the woman, you change the culture. So they're the ones that are teaching. They're the ones that are having the kids, with their husbands, or if not, you know what I mean. But if you change the woman, you change the culture, because she's the first teacher. Am I wrong? Am I right, ladies?
Wrong. No, I'm just playing.
Wrong. Right. So wrong.
But hey, we're gonna get y'all out of here. I'm gonna go around so you can let them know where to find it. A lot of people got great channels. Are You Amused, aka your mama named you Just Jay. I'm gonna call you Just Jay, goddamn it. Right?
That's fine.
She has a great channel. I'm gonna start with you. We're gonna go to Take Heed, then Tap. Mike don't have a channel yet, but we gonna work on Mike, right?
I know where you find me though. You can find me on Magic City on Saturdays.
Here he goes.
Hey, I'm out, y'all. Much love, y'all.
All right, man, be safe. I love you, bro.
But Ricky, just so you know, baby, I deleted my channel.
What?
Sure did. Listen, I don't mind burning the village to the ground and starting over.
What's going on?
We'll talk about it later. It's cool. I'll burn that baby to the ground. Be well, y'all. Take care.
Yeah, be safe. I love you. Judge, sis, let them know where they can find you. My queen, let them know where they can find you at.
Thank you, Ricky. So my name is Take Heed to the Message on YouTube, and you can find me. You'll just type in Take Heed to the Message. You'll see me in my scarf, my head tie, and that's my channel. I do a little bit indignant, so get ready for that. It's a little trigger warning. And thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
It is always an honor.
Channel. Have a good night. Let me go aggravate my husband.
You as well. Tell that man that's a smart man you got over there. It's a smart man. Tell him I said what's up. I pray y'all have a great night.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate you. Tap, Rube. Let them know what's popping, bro.
Well, now I'm more of a on call if needed kind of person on Lapeef, so you might see me on different shows over there, but nothing formal because I've taken a bit of a hiatus. So for me, whenever Rick has a panel and I'm available, you can find me on Ricky Williams' channel, cuz.
Yes, sir.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ricky.
But I appreciate you having me on. I'm gonna go ahead and drop back and let you close your show.
I'm gonna hit you up this weekend, bro.
I bet.
Peace. All right, let me read these super chats because I was scheming through them. I definitely want to give love and respect to the people who donate. You know what I'm saying? Every dime helps. You feel what I'm saying? We got Jay Carver at the building. Salute, OG. RBN on the grind. Here's some drive-by support right before I clock in on that whack man's job. The RPP said, I never understood the men can't lead argument, because if he can't, why was he even an option? They chose non-leaders, have kids to blame ups. Hey, man. D Stewart in the building, just doing my part with the 20 ball. Appreciate you. Carl Anderson said, appreciate your candor and hard work on YouTube. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Carl Anderson said, hey, I just said that one. RPP again with the $2. He said, that's how Derek Jackson's finesse him. He's, boy, like, you can't kick, man. At least lock the door. You know what I'm saying? Lock the door. Y'all just let motherfuckers just walk in. Player one with the super sticker. I appreciate you, my guy. Shell Shock said, I had to play some funds in the collection plate tonight because y'all cooking as an 80s baby. I so appreciate the sister speaking the harsh truths with no Vaseline. Salute. And my boy Big Ant always coming through with the come through. What up, Rick? I ain't never drove down baby mama lane. Right? So look, guys. Like I said before, I'm not here for no rigmarole. I'm not here for no rigmarole. I know I fell victim to you're a victim as Fatty be playing on his shit. You know what I'm saying? To some goofy shit with people. That's not what I'm about. Right? So if you come in here with ill will, if you coming in here with trash, I'm gonna block you. I don't care. I don't care if we cool or not. It doesn't matter to me. Right? If you want to make a video about it, go ahead. Gray Pill Podcast. He said, do you remember the music stream you did a while back? I can't find a contact. YouTube dropped it. YouTube dropped it. It's crazy, right? You know, YouTube had changed the copyright so with music, so that you would share. If you did play music, you were supposed to have shared revenue with the artist. Nope, they just said I was committing fraud and they blocked the channel. They gave me a copyright warning. They gave me a copyright warning. They pulled the video down. Yep. I was doing it on Twitch, but it was only like 5 people coming through. Like 3-4 hours, and them Twitch streams was 3 or 4 hours. I was just straight. We were just straight talking about music, playing songs, memories. It was a good time, man. But come on, man. I got to be reasonable. So that's all I got, man. Shout out to y'all for coming through. Anything? What's good, Willie? I ain't see you, bro. Right? Anything y'all want me to cover, anything that y'all think that might interest me, y'all want me to cover, y'all want to talk about, like the chat is open. Y'all see how this go. Y'all come up, we gonna talk. Come on up so that way we don't get no confusion in the chat, because reading something and where your mind's at will change the way you read it. So shout out to Jay, sis, I love you. Thanks so much for coming up and clear that up with me. That's what I'm talking about. We need to learn to communicate as adults. I thought we was going. Yeah. Yes, sir. I'm in there like swimwear. I already got my ticket. Anything y'all want me to cover that y'all want to talk about, hit me on a jack over there on Instagram at rdubs. That's ARE_DUBBZ. Right? That's me at Instagram. If y'all got anything y'all want me to cover, y'all want to talk about, anything you think that I'll be interested in, go ahead and send me that to Instagram, and I'll definitely pull it up and we can chop it up. To all my people, I'm a real guy, man. I don't know what else to tell you. You can't tell me what you are. I'm a real dude. The people that know. If you need somebody to talk to, you need somebody to chop, to vent, to get off your chest, hit me on Instagram. I'll throw you my line and we can call. I do a weekly call. I didn't do it this week. I need to do it tomorrow. Well, I call my brothers. I see how they doing. What's up? What's happening? What you want to talk about? You good? We shoot the shit. Because sometimes you just need somebody to talk to. Right? Who calls and check up on you? Right? Who calls and checks up on you? Right? So we need to get back to knowing each other, bro. I can't stress this enough. Right? If you ever in my town, you in my city, and we cordial, let me know. I got you. I'm not in this for no foolishness. I love my people. I just don't stand for no bullshit. Right? I cut family off like razors. That's why I can tell y'all. That's why I can tell y'all with such conviction, with such surety of what needs to be done for you to be right in your life. And it hurt like a bitch. But it has to be done. Somebody has to be willing to lose so more people can win. I had to be willing to lose so my family could win. This is grown folks conversation over here. That's all I got. Shout out to y'all. Y'all have a great, what's this, Thursday? I ain't got nothing popping tomorrow. We're gonna put together the next show. We're gonna build on what we talked about. And we gonna get it together, man. At the very least, all I'm hoping for that us as men and women come to a baseline of honor amongst each other. So that way we know how to move in a room full of vultures. That's all I got. Y'all be easy. Have a great night.